NLDS Game 5, we have the Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Winner goes on to face the LA Dodgers in the NLCS. Loser goes home. We've got a couple of leverage relievers in this one. So we got Drew Pomeranz starting for the Cubs and Tyler McGill starting for the Brewers. Interesting decision going with openers. See how it goes for both teams. Top of the first inning, quick inning for the Cubs. Bush flies out, Horner lines out, and Tucker strikes out. Moving on, bottom of the first inning, Churio's going to strike out looking. Brice Turang flies out. And William Contreras, his second of the postseason, a solo home run, gives the Brewers an early 1-0 lead. Christian Yelich will line out, and that ends the first. Brewers are up 1-0. They score first. Top of the second inning, McGill does his job. He got the quick inning from the Cubs. And Jacob Misiorowski comes in, the hard-throwing rookie. He gives up a solo home run to Seiya Suzuki. It's his third of the postseason. And, a big moment, big game-tying moment for the Cubs fans in town and the Cubs fans in Chicago. But the score is 1-1. Ian Happ's going to ground out. Carson Kelly singles. Pete Crow-Armstrong flies out, and Dansby Swanson strikes out. So Misiorowski does settle down after the leadoff home run. Bottom of the second, Colin Ray comes in for Drew Pomeranz. And he'll get Andrew Vaughn to fly out. Frelick to strike out, Durbin singles and then steals second base. So runner on second with 2 outs, and Perkins will fly out to end the threat. Top of the third, Shaw grounds out, Bush lines out, Horner singles, and Tucker grounds out. So another decently quick inning for Jacob Misiorowski. Bottom of the third, a 1-2-3 inning. Ortiz is going to reach on an error. Churio grounds into a 4-6-3 double play, and then Brice Turang strikes out. Top of the fourth, a 1-2-3 inning for the Cubs. Suzuki's going to fly out, Happ strikes out, and Kelly lines out. Bottom of the fourth inning, Contreras is going to pop out, Yelich grounds out, then Andrew Vaughn, his second of the series, a solo home run, gives the Brewers a 2-1 lead. Sal Frelick will single, so will Caleb Durbin, and then Blake Perkins walks. Bases loaded, 2 outs, just kind of felt like Colin Ray just fell off after that home run. And then Daniel Palencia is going to come in and mop things up against Joey Ortiz to ground into a fielder's choice. But Vaughn puts them ahead 2-1. Huge moment for the Brewers as they're looking to move on to the NLCS. Top of the fifth, Pete Crow-Armstrong strikes out, Dansby Swanson grounds out, and Matt Shaw lines out another 1-2-3 inning for the Cubs. Bottom of the fifth, Churio leads things off with a walk. Brice Turang flies out, and then William Contreras lines out to the second baseman, who then throws out Churio at first base for the double play. Great play for the Cubs. Top of the sixth, that's the end for Jacob Misiorowski, and they'll bring in Aaron Ashby. Michael Bush will single, Nico Horner's hit by a pitch, and then Ashby strikes Kyle Tucker out. That brings in Chad Patrick, the rookie, and he cleans things up big time. Suzuki lines out to left field, and then gets Ian Happ to strike out looking, ends any threat that the Cubs would have had. The Brewers are moving on to the bottom of the sixth inning, and they're still leading 2-1. Bottom of the sixth, Caleb Thielbar comes in for the Cubs. He gets Yelich to strike out, Vaughn to fly out, and walks Sal Frelick. Andrew Kittredge will relieve Thielbar right after that. Frelick steals second base. So there is a runner on second base, 2 outs. Caleb Durbin walks, so there's 2 on, 2 out for Blake Perkins, and he pops out, ending the threat. Score still 2-1 going into the seventh. Another quick inning for the Cubs. They're just not able to put any offense anyone on base, really, in this game. Kelly strikes out, Pete Crow-Armstrong flies out, and Dansby strikes out. Props to the Brewers bullpen. They were phenomenal in this game. Bottom of the seventh, Ortiz lines out, Churio flies out, and Brice Turang, the insurance solo home run, gives them the 3-1 lead with 6 out to go in the Cubs season. William Contreras will fly out. And that ends the seventh. Top of the eighth, Uribe comes in for the Brewers, and then Ballesteros will pinch it for the Cubs. He'll fly out. Michael Bush walks. Horner lines out. Tucker grounds out, ending the eighth. 3 outs left in the Cubs season. Bottom of the eighth, Keller comes in for the Cubs, their closer. He'll get Yelich and Vaughn to ground out, and Frelick will line out. So this is it for the Cubs. 3 outs to go. Uribe stays in the game. Suzuki flies out, Happ lines out, and Kelly grounds out, ending the Chicago Cubs season. The Milwaukee Brewers win this Game 5 3-1. The Cubs only 1 run on 4 hits. They did have 2 errors, which cost them, and 5 left on base. The Brewers, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors, and 6 left on base. Jacob Misiorowski gets his second win of the playoffs and of the series, and Colin Ray gets his first loss of the playoffs. Abner Uribe gets his first save. Maybe see him in these pretty big roles in other games now. Clearly they're able to trust him. Pat Murphy put him in the situation, and it worked out. My player of the game could have gone to any of the guys that hit the home run, but Jacob Misiorowski, 4 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 3 hits, an earned run, and no walks. He did his job, basically a start, and I think you really can rely on Misiorowski now going into this NLCS against the Dodgers. A couple of my game notes, as I mentioned early, 2 back-end relievers starting in Pomeranz and McGill. It worked out for both teams, I would say. They got through the first with minimal damage, only the 1 run for the Brewers and that, which was William Contreras' solo home run, which was his second of the postseason. Seiya's 3rd home run of the playoffs in the 2nd inning, and then Jacob Misiorowski was cruising through 4 innings. He was really great. He really set up the Brewers to win this one. And then Andrew Vaughn's go-ahead home run and Brice Turang's insurance home run to seal the deal for the Brewers. As I mentioned, they're heading on to the NLCS. They'll face the Dodgers. It's a rematch of 2018 when the Dodgers won and moved on to play the Red Sox in the World Series. Game 1 of the ALCS is tonight. We have Blue Jays and Mariners. Looking forward to that one. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit that subscribe button. Until tonight, we'll see you for the ALCS Game 1. Thanks for watching.